What's going on, everybody? My name is Dwayne, and you're welcome to this week's episode of Developing Apex Brands. What's going on, everybody? My name is Dwayne, and again, you're welcome to this week's episode of Developing Apex Brands. You're catching me right here in the edit bay. It's been a little minute since I tapped in with y'all, but definitely coming to you with some exclusive content from a young man that I met, while I was down in Florida. I want to say like the Gulf area, St. Petersburg, Safety Harbor, Tampa Bay, that area right there, man. But, I'm saying, without further ado, I'm going to bring my man onto the podcast, dope rapper from out of St. Petersburg, Florida, man. My top 3 songs for him. If you want to check him out, you got to listen to the Dale Holmes joint. That Dale Holmes is hard. The Earned It. Yeah, the Earned It. Earned It. And between them two, man, well, between this next one and the last one, the Earned It and the Gold Chains. That's my favorite thing right there, man. But without any further ado, man, let's bring on my man, Ridge GTC.
What up?
Tell them what that stands for. What's going on with you, bro?
Chilling. Ridge got the chalk. Ridge GTC. That's what it stands for. Everything. Twitter, Instagram, everything, everywhere. Like you said, we met. What was this? Was it last year?
I think that was 2020.
But what was that before the pandemic, or was
that
it during?
That was right in the middle of the pandemic.
Right? Yeah. It was like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago.
Exactly. Yeah, I want to say 2020.
Something like that. Around that time.
Most certainly. So give me some background, man. So you say, are you originally from St. Petersburg?
Well, I mean, I was born in Charleston, South Carolina. I moved down to St. Pete. I want to say right after I was born, I think we hopped in a car and went to my grandmother's house in St. Pete and been living there ever since. Pretty much raised, not born, but raised in St. Pete.
Okay. So would you say your first memory is St. Petersburg, or do you still remember? Okay.
St. Petersburg.
So tell me, man, what's it like growing up in that part of the South, man? Because I would say, Florida is like a really, really different state, man. I mean, I spent some time down there, and there's all different types of, you got Atlantic Coast Florida, which feels different from Gulf Florida, which feels different from Central Florida. So kind of give us just some background what it's like growing up on, in the Bay, I guess was what I would call it.
Well, St. Peter's is a pretty unique city in itself. It's changed since I was a kid. I did end up moving away for school, and then I ended up coming back to Florida, but just not St. Pete. I was living in Tampa for a while. Okay. And now I'm living in St. Pete, but it's a real small city. Not a lot to do if you don't have some money for the most part. Beautiful city. Opportunities now, wasn't so many opportunities when I was coming up, growing up, because it was still getting developed. But now, a lot of opportunities, a lot of things to do in St. Pete. Pretty the average city,
Yeah.
I stayed on the South, so we was in the hood. So the hood, not the same everywhere, but the same kind of qualities and stuff like that,
Yeah. And I was actually getting ready to get to that too, man, because when I listen to your lyrics, that's kind of what I get from them. You know what I mean? Like, the typical everyday, inner city African American experience, right? So kind of give me some insight, like what's it like growing up on the south side of St. Pete? Like how did you traverse that as a kid?
Oh, okay, bet. So really, I wouldn't say it was bad. Definitely an experience. Definitely no place like St. Pete in the world. With the city being so small, I played sports and I was pretty good at sports. So I kind of had a reputation for football or whatever sport it was, football, basketball, whatever. And if
what position?
I played receiver. I played pretty much everything. I don't play everything. But in high school, I played receiver, and then I played DB. Like,
yeah.
Nickel, whatever.
Yeah, so you had some speed.
Yeah. So with with you being good in sports, that just come with more attention, more a lot of people knowing you. So that got good grades. Shoot, we ain't really struggle. I mean, we ain't never go without what we needed. You know, didn't always get what we want, and never really went without what we needed. Pretty average. Average. Okay. And
so let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
And I know hip hop, or really when you do any type of art, there's creative license. You know what I mean? So do you feel like I mean, are you living these lyrics, or is this more like creative license?
Real life. So I've tried to like go and like make a song about something fake, and I just can't do it. Like I can't even. A lot of the stuff I can't fathom. Like I can't go and say, "Hey, I'm pulling up, served 100 J's and shot 3." Like I can't even bring myself to say that because I think I sound goofy. Like for the most part, 99% of it or 98% of it is like lived experience from the lyrics. I just can't, and you can kind of tell. I don't know from Instagram. Like I kind of show you my life. Like this is what I do. This is what you feel me. What I got going on. And if you listen to the music, I think it just kind of matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most certainly.
So
now I get a you give me like this might be an odd comparison, but you give me like a Larry June persona, where it's like
chill.
It's organic.
Yeah,
it's chill. It promotes a healthy lifestyle. It promotes, you know what I'm saying, lightheartedness. But you know what I'm saying, there's also, when you listen to the music, it's like, don't get it twisted.
Yeah, they be getting it twisted, but yeah, don't get it twisted.
Get it twisted though. So let me ask you this, man. Like, what got you into making music? Like, when was the first song you ever made? What year? Do you remember?
So 2019, I think. 2019. So what's crazy is I never would have ever in a million years thought I would have been doing music, because I'm not even the type of person to even be social with people. I won't talk. I hardly talk to people I know. We shake hands and keep it at that. Like, but you can't be like that in this field. You know,
certainly.
You can't. You go get nowhere fast. I never really thought I would ever be doing any kind of musical thing. My friends and stuff always did it growing up, but I never would participate because I was like, I'm not. I didn't look down on it. It's just like, that's not really me. But that's me not even trying.
Understandable. So I did a little digging, right? And I saw a SoundCloud, and I went all the way back to the beginning. And it looked like the first song that you had was something called Grim Reaper. Was that the first joint?
Yeah, that wasn't that was probably like the third song I put out.
You're like, this nigga PO, he's gonna
yeah, I tried to like the third song.
Start asking me the hot questions.
That's one of my favorite songs because it kind of got, like, I remember I put it out, I let people listen to it, and they was like, oh, that go hard, and that just kind of motivated me to keep going from there. So, but that was like one of the first songs I had to ever put out. I think I put two other songs out, but that was the one I actually like shared and let people hear, because I was one I guess I was most proud of at the time. So
that's what's up. So let me ask this question. Everybody, because I rap a little bit too. It's been a while since I made some music, but I believe it was my first passion. That's kind of what just got me into media and arts and being a creative type, right? But when I used to rap, everybody used to say, oh, you sound like Wiz Khalifa. You sound like Wiz Khalifa. And it wasn't intentional. It's just that we're both from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah. So, ironically, they don't have anybody else to attach it to. So I know everybody who raps gets that one person who, they say, you sound like. Who does everybody say you sound like?
So I done got compared to, someone said the Baby one time. I heard Wiz Khalifa once. And it's weird because it's like, when I think of these people, none of them sound nowhere near alike. So I'm sitting here like, how y'all kind of draw the conclusion for me. But I done heard Kevin Gates, Wiz Khalifa, the Baby.
None of them sound legit except the Baby. When I did hear it, but the only reason they say that is because of the beat selection. And
the South, you feel me? The South is the same kind of, we from the same area, not necessarily the same place, but the southern style, southern music.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Carolina boys, right?
Right. Exactly.
So, and then to tap in on that, beat selection. Now, I like your beat selection a lot because it feels intentional, right? So, are you making these beats, or are you working with a certain producer, or how what's your thought process when you go into making a beat or choosing a beat and then writing and your writing process?
So, choosing a beat. All right. It's primarily like 3 producers I picked. Tatum
Okay.
Menace out Orlando. I met him. I rapped on his beat one time and just sent it to him like, hey bro, this what I did. He loved it. Now you feel me? We done build that relationship.
That's dope.
I got a local producer, Marty, from St. Pete. We usually in the studio together whenever he make beats. I don't know, it's just something about when people send me beats, I can't really get into it because I be wanting to know what was the intention, like what's the name of the beat, what you was thinking of when you was doing it, to kind of give me a direction, because everybody got their own interpretation of something,
Exactly.
And the third Palace, guy I met off YouTube, same thing, sent him a song. He was like, yeah bro, I love your sound, just keep, I can help you, you help me, and we've been growing together. But for the most part, I try and keep it intentional to my type of music or my style of music.
Okay. Awesome. So let me ask you this, man, as far as like networking, because that seems like you understand the importance of networking. How have you tried to utilize I guess your connections and inside your market to kind of grow your brand as a musician?
So crazy, I wasn't doing that at first. I was sit in the house, make 1 million songs and put them out. That doesn't work. Like, people want to see you, people want to see you, touch you, talk to you, be around you, and do all that to support. Even if it's some people you've been knowing them all your life, they still need to kind of physically see you. You know what I'm saying? So I've been moving around a lot more since I've been in St. Pete. I've been pretty much everywhere because my name I still got some popularity just from being here before, but I just haven't been here in so long. So like everywhere I go, I'm trying to, what up? I usually see somebody I know everywhere I go nowadays, since I'm in this music industry thing.
Exactly.
But I just been going to any of my friends. They got an event, I'm popping out. Hey, you need me to come perform? Hey, you need me to come record? Hey, you need me to come? What up? I'm there. Like, just kind of being more available, I guess, to people.
That's awesome, man. And it sounds like, again, like you understand the process as far as networking and providing a service, to people. It's kind of like you said, hey, how can I help?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So for the young people out there, or like even, anybody out there, they want to, be a rapper, saying, or they want to be an artist and musician. What would be the top 3 things you think they should do starting out?
In 2022, well, you need social media presence, and that doesn't mean you just posting pictures and just posting pictures and you be on it kind of like casually. It has to be a little bit more strategic. Okay. Because you need to be trying to build an audience, and then people fall in love with people. They don't want to really hear your music. They like you, and then the music is just something else. Exactly. So that you need to build that. You need to definitely be active in the community. Not necessarily, you don't gotta like do everything, but you want to be to where the people around you can see you. You know what I'm saying? Be visible, somewhat accessible, not too accessible, because then people start looking at you like, oh, you just a regular person too, which you are, but it's you got to sell the imagery. It's imagery.
Maintain the illusion.
Right, exactly. Third, and now in 2022, you need to have your own camera and be self-sufficient, or be able to do any of your own media, whether that's recording yourself, shooting a video, interview, a vlog. You need to be able to do that, because you competing with these people who got $1 million budgets. Like, you're not just competing with your friend over there that rap or a couple people. Like, you competing with everybody.
Most certainly.
it's a attention economy. So you competing with everybody. So you got to just try and figure out how you finna get some attention. And unless you got a lot of money, unless you got $1 million budget too, you can't keep up. You can't do it.
And that's one thing. I've actually used you as an example in conversations. But you don't know that. But I pointed to you as an example, saying hey, there's a guy down in St. Pete. He got his own camera. He shoots his own content. So he don't have to wait on a videographer. He don't have to wait on a sound man. He don't have to wait on, the return edit and deal with that whole hassle. He got his own camera. He's shooting his own stuff. He chopping it up and he putting it out. And he ain't playing with it. He on to the next one. You know what I mean? So I do admire that. And I think that that's really, great advice that you're giving out, to the people listening. So let me ask you this, man. What did you get into first? Because I know, I've seen a lot of things that you've shot, and we'll get into, some of the podcasts and stuff. But did you start doing music first, or did you get your, into videography and stuff like that first?
So music, I went to the studio, fell in love with hearing myself on the mic. So I'm like, okay, cool. It was me and a couple of friends. So we were like, okay, we got this part down, the studio part, but that's still a piece of the process. Need visuals. So then my friend we all ended up like chipping in on the camera. So we were like, okay, we just shoot our own videos. We can save money. We can do it ourselves. Kind of fell out with the friend that had the camera. And so I was like, just kind of paying attention to the way like things were going in the landscape. You need a camera. You need it. It's not an option. It's not really it's not an option. And some people still treat it like it's an option, but it's not an option. You need a camera. So with the camera, people my intentions was never to shoot anyone else's stuff initially. But then I saw it as an opportunity to be like, okay, well, I can shoot these videos, and then when I go to shoot mine, I can kind of know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I can know what to because now with the camera, it opened my eyes to so many other things. Okay, like any examples? So it's some people who are just great on camera. You gotta have charisma. You gotta have these different things on camera, on and off camera, to even capture people's attention. Exactly. Example, NBA YoungBoy, just using it as an example. If you listen to his music and you see his music videos and his performances, you can tell he's giving his all, even if it's just him in the middle of the road rapping his song. He's not. Sometimes you might catch somebody just want to be cool when they doing it, but people fall in love with the he's super passionate. Granted, you don't gotta like the music, but you can see it in his face from when he shoot his videos to all of that. And I like him just because he's doing that. I'm like, oh, okay, I can tell you serious. I just like you just because you putting your stuff out and you standing on it and you passionate about it and you 100% behind it. And I can tell that just watching it. Really, the song and stuff don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So once NBA YoungBoy don't really come across my radar. I kind of got stamped as an old nigga this year. So you know what I mean? You don't really come across my radar, but you know what I'm saying? Much respect to that young man, because I mean, he's doing his thing. I think he just beat a case recently, right? Yeah, he did. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, man. So, shout out to that young man, and hopefully use it as an opportunity to turn your life around and do better, man. Yes, sir. So so now, okay, so timeline. We got into rap. We quickly realized, and I was also gonna say, falling out with people in this industry, man, it's like waking up in the morning. It's gonna happen almost every day. over anything. It don't matter. Over anything. And honestly, it's just because a lot of people ain't doing square business. A lot of people are not mature enough. And they're just, kind of aimlessly navigating through a space trying to, make a dream out of nothing, Yeah. But okay, so we do the music. We quickly find out we can't rely on anybody else. We get this camera. We start shooting other people's stuff. And one of the things that I thought was really interesting is you got an opportunity to shoot some podcasts with Rod Wave's father. How'd that happen? So St. Pete's is really small. I got around some people that pretty much just provided me with some opportunity. They were like, hey, we trying to get this thing rolling. You can just help. How can I? So I'm like, okay, how can I help? We just start doing a podcast thing originally, and it kind of like took off. Like it kind of like just took off just from us doing it organically. Like it was nothing but sitting the camera in front of them and then coming up with some questions. It was much harder than that, but
of course.
But like, if you see some of the content, it's great. You was telling me about some of it you seen before we even got started. But pretty much opportunity came through one of my friends. I was working with on some music. And he had the connection to them, and so we just made the connection. So
that's dope, man. So I want to take it back because we had previously talked about getting your social media and all of that and stuff in order. So when I first met you, I think one of the things that impressed me the most about you was that you were knowledgeable about trying to get your money out of the music. And I can't remember the name of the actual website. It would come to me, but there was a website that you had mentioned where it was like CD Baby, where you can you can license your music. You can push it on, internet radio. You can get it on all the platforms, Spotify, stuff like that. So explain to people that process of how to go from, just a hobbyist making music to saying, okay, I'm going to get this stuff published. I'm going to put it out there. And so every time somebody plays my music, I get a royalty check.
CD Baby is an option. You got CD Baby, you got DistroKid, and you have United Masters. Those just music distribution services. You upload your music, title it, credits, tags, whatever, and upload it to Apple Music, Spotify, all the biggest streaming platforms, YouTube, all of that. And now just whenever somebody listens to your, at least I think 30 seconds of the song, you get paid a royalty. Now it's not a lot of money, but over time it's a check you get every month. Like it'll help. Like I just got one. I just got two. I got one from CD Baby, was $30. And then another one from DistroKid, another $30. It was $60. Okay, I can fill my tank up. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm really happy and glad that you were honest about that. A lot of people think you're just gonna hop in, making thousands of dollars. This is not something that happens overnight. It definitely takes a grind.
I've made some money off of it though. It was just like I haven't been too active because I've been trying to focus on living, a little bit more. Just getting outside. I ain't really had no time to record nothing. So like, the more streams, the more music, the more streams, the more revenue, stuff like that. So I'm gonna get back to it.
Most certainly. So how do you you say you just living life, man. So how do you maintain that work life balance, to maintain a certain level of productivity, to also make sure that you're not missing out on the now?
So super hard, but you remember when I was telling you I would just sit in the house and record 1 million songs and then just put them out. So I still have those 1 million songs. Like I can still do whatever I need to do with them. Like when I was doing it the wrong way, thank God I kind of did like have like some kind of safety net. Exactly. That wasn't intentional, but that's just how it happened. So I'm kind of able to, I can take a year off or take some time off and still have some stuff to play with, just because I was going so hard in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just hard work pay off. That's
what I like to hear, man. Yeah. Hey, man, it sounds like you got a plan and you're trying to execute, right? So who's your, okay, I ain't gonna ask you, your top 3 favorite rappers to you?
To me?
Of all time.
All time?
All time. To you, you don't gotta agree with nobody. This is your top 3. This is Ridge's top 3. It could be somebody from the hood that you look up to.
Lil Wayne is number 1.
Lil Wayne.
Definitely. Who else? I like Starlito from Tennessee.
Okay, yeah, I know Starlito.
Starlito cool. And 3 best of all time. Who have I been listening to? Probably Jay-Z. To be
Jay-Z?
honest, like I can't not really say him. I know I'm from the South, but if you sit and listen, actually like try and give it a chance, listen to the music, like it's a different level.
Oh yeah, Jay been lyrical since the late 80s.
But you gotta be intentional, going to listen to it with intention. You know, with the South is really beats, but
exactly,
you listen to it with intention. It's like that man really is the truth. Like
exactly, yeah, and that's why I said it all depends on kind of like, you know, what you have an ear for. You know, a lot like you said, a lot of up north cats, they really pay attention to the lyrical content, and the beats don't really carry as much weight. You know, West Coast is all about a vibe, and they pull from that whole G-Funk era. So everything is real melody based, you know. The South was more about, you know, deep, hard hitting drums. So you know, it all depends, man. But I like that list. So another question.
Yes, sir.
Who is your favorite artist that you've ever worked with?
Oh, my friend V, 3V. We've been friends for years. He's my favorite because it's so easy. Like I don't gotta. Sometimes like someone be like, oh, let's make a song, and I'm kind of like trying to peep out their vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what you want to do? V, we've been friends, so it's kind of we got that chemistry. So it's like, oh, okay, bro, let's go make a song. He just as excited as me. He all right, boom. I go in there, go hard. He like, bro, why you killed me on my song? I put him on my song. I was like, bro, you killed me on my song, and it just made me want to, you know, do better and go harder. So
most certainly
got the most chemistry, bro.
That's what I like, man. So, you know, I was listening to one of your tracks, man, on the Gold Chains. So I'm gonna say Gold Chains is my favorite. I think because I like that beat, man. But in one of the songs it says, when my little brother died, I was fucking traumatized. Nigga, how this happened? We the same age.
Yes.
So are you able to talk about that, or?
I mean, it's crazy you say that. His birthday was yesterday. R.I.P. Lenny.
Okay.
His birthday was yesterday, and he was victim of gun violence. He was in the street, so
okay.
Unfortunately, that happened to him.
Okay. Well, you know what I mean? Sorry for your loss. You know what I mean? You know, sounds kind of touchy, so we won't really get into that, man. You know what I'm saying? But so, you know, how do you maneuver through St. Pete? Because obviously it seems like, you know, you got a little bit of do you feel like people know who you are in the streets, or do you still feel like you haven't gotten to that level yet? Because I know there's a lot of stuff that starts to come with when people recognize you.
So it's not, I don't want to say it's a disconnect. It's getting more now, but the people in the streets not really on the internet, not the same people who sitting here on the internet. People in the streets may not be the same people who sitting here on Instagram all day doing this. Exactly. Or people in the streets may not necessarily be the people who will stream your music. So it's like I can kind of know everybody around here, but that don't really help me as much. It's getting a little, I don't want to say it's getting better, because I don't think that's necessarily a good thing, that, you know, it's kind of the streets and internet kind of going in the same, you know what I'm saying? Like people telling on themselves. So, like now people will see me, recognize me, hey, what up? And things like that. People who I may not know, or other people know. Like I'd reach out and be like, hey, and whatever, but it's just a different audience of people, should I say.
Most certainly.
Different audience.
So how you deal with the rats down there, man? I know they on your heels, man. I mean, you got you a woman now, or?
Nah, I'm single. I'm single and ready to mingle. So you feel me? Go ahead and
okay.
I'm single. I don't got no relationship. I'm good.
Okay. Shoot, I hear that, man. So like you I'm trying to think, man. What's the? We ain't gonna go that way. I'm gonna change subject. I don't put you I've been blocked, nigga.
Yeah, don't do me like that. Please don't do me like that.
So, what's the wildest rap story? I mean, have you had any wild concert stories or anything that, like, you know, you can tell the people?
I mean, I got some, but not none I can tell. I ain't got none I can tell. I got some, but I ain't got none I can tell nobody.
Yeah.
My bad. Let me plug my computer in. It's going dead. But Yeah, I got some. I just ain't got nothing I can tell nobody.
Man. Yeah, all right. I'm a star you out, man. I'm a star you out. So
Laugh and think about it.
yeah. So let me what's your favorite track that you ever wrote?
Favorite track?
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on what mood I'm in. I have a bunch of music that nobody has ever heard. Favorite one I ever wrote that's out, probably Earned It.
That's your hard.
It's crazy because I don't know, I'm my biggest critic, so I think a lot of the stuff would be okay. And so the response to it be crazy to me. Like I remember I performed it, everybody like, oh, that go hard, da 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 da. I'm like, this one all right. I thought the last song I just did was better than this, but
yeah.
So then that made me think, okay, well, let me go listen to it again. And I listened to it, and so I'm like, oh, okay, it's still okay. But then when I look at some of the responses that I get, like people will be like, oh yeah, I like that song because I feel like I done earned it too. I done feel like I done did all this too.
It gives that feeling of like redemption. You know, certain keys give certain emotion. You know what I mean? And so I guess the way the beat is set up and then the way you approach it, because you swinging on that thing.
Yeah,
you
right.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they used to curb me, you know what I'm saying?
but it's all real fact, all real life fact. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all even relatable to anybody. But it's crazy because that wasn't necessarily my intention when I was making it. I was just saying how I was feeling. And then it's like, okay, you telling me, oh damn, yeah, I feel the same way. It's just be kind of crazy because I want, you know, I'm going in there wanting people to kind of understand what I'm going through. But then for you to tell me, hey, yeah, I feel the same way about this, and that, or this happened to me, it's crazy. It's like, because I do my music more so for me than anyone else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when people appreciate it, I just be amazed for the most part.
Yeah, I think that's, to me, it's neck and neck. You know, I went with the other one, but Earned It, you know, that one is inspired too, man, because it's just a really relatable song. And then it's just so smooth and melodic, you know what I mean? So I actually had it on repeat earlier today when I was doing your cartoon. But so let me ask this too, man. See how far we into it, man. Because I don't want to waste all your time tonight. But okay. So, you know, being part of the music industry previously, you know, I did a lot of stuff in Atlanta. And I decided to tap out, man, because it was just a little bit too cutthroat for my liking. You know, I'm still in entertainment, but I feel like I got a lot more control behind the camera doing media stuff. So if there's any, you know, instances that you can share with anybody out there, what is the biggest lesson that you had to learn while being a musician? Like, has anybody burned you real bad to where, you know, all right, now I need to, you know, start using contracts, or has anybody stolen your music? So you got to be like, all right, you know, you need to send me the master track when I leave the studio. Anything like that you can, you know, attest to?
I would say nobody is going to take your stuff as serious as you. So with that being said, you have to put yourself first. Like, I know people say put yourself first, but like in this industry, like you have to put yourself first because everybody is trying to. I hate that it's like that, but it seems like everybody trying to take something from you, and then especially if you got something, people go naturally. Hey, you know, I want to, you know, just attach themselves to you. You just need to pay close attention to what people say.
Understandable.
Because.
So let's play a game, right? I'm gonna say something that an average nigga would say to you, and I want you to translate it to how you think it really plays out. All right. Hey, Ridge, what's going on, man? Man, you know we best friends, man. You know you my dog. What does that mean?
You finna ask me for something. You finna ask me for something. You finna put me in an uncomfortable situation. You finna do something. You finna need something from me. If it's not today, you gonna need it eventually. Or you trying to butter me up to ask me for something. So Yeah,
All right.
I know that.
How about this one? How about this one, man? This is my favorite one. Hey, Ridge, why you so defensive, man? You always think somebody else out to get you, man. Just let me help you out, man. Why you being so defensive, man? I'm not out to get you. What that mean?
They ought to get you. Somebody they want something from you, like especially if you talented. Like people go.
Don't die on me now. So what we gonna do right quick, man? We gonna take a quick commercial break while he gets himself together, man. I think his computer died, like he said was getting ready to happen. So in the meantime, man, I'm gonna go ahead and play this record by my man Ridge. It's called Gold Chains. This joint is fire, man. The one I was telling y'all about, man. So tap back in with us in a few seconds, man. Check this video out, and we'll be right back.
My little brother, been late since some gold chains, trying to give me half when I want the whole thing. Working on my craft, kinda find it hard to maintain. Fully in my hoodie, all I really know is bang bang. Slime with some hitters, steady screaming out gang gang. But we ain't never on the same page. When my little brother died, I was fucking traumatized, thinking how the hell this happened. We the same age. Know some others felt the same way. All you do is fucking complain. You gon' sit up on your ass, nigga, nothing gon' change. Grind hard, chase a bag, try and stay in your lane. A nigga try you put one in his brain, and that's just what it is. Niggas know I've been a man of this shit. I done jumped so many hurdles, I've been handling shit. Keeping squares on my circle, how you managing it? Watch your man take a stand on you quick, and that's just what it is.
Shit, let me go ahead and get blue raspberry. Put hella ice in that bit, bro.
Hey, nah, you keep it going. Hey, that's nigga. Fuck it. Fuck another one. Brand new glizzy. Can't wait to cop another one. 2 attempt murders. How the fuck you got another one? Cause a nigga played, then I guess I gotta murder one. I've been in the streets all day. I murder one. Clutching on that heat all day. It's a dirty one. Dirty boy. All that rapping and capping. I never heard a boy. That 4-5 of that Glock. I love the murder noise. So much capping they rap. I'm just keeping it real. Talking this and all that. But I stay in the field. Hope my brother come home. Hope we making a pill. Lot of shit going crazy. But that's just how it is. Been late since some gold chains. Trying to give me half when I want the whole thing. Working on my craft, kinda find it hard to maintain. Fully in my hoodie, all I really know is bang bang. Slime with some hitters, steady screaming out gang gang. But we ain't never on the same page. When my little brother died, I was fucking traumatized, thinking how the hell this happened. We the same age. Know some others felt the same way.
All right, there you have it, man. Played that video Gold Chains. Well, my boy,
Yo, my bad.
Got the chalk. It's all good, my boy. Yeah, I went on ahead and played that music video, man, to give us a little brief intermission, man. So, you know what I'm saying, we back on track. But yeah, no, I just played that Gold Chains joint, man. That joint is hard.
I ain't seen that video in forever. I even just looking at it now just brought back so many memories.
Yeah. So you shot that on your camera?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what type of camera are you using, if you don't mind me asking?
That was A7C. The
Okay.
It had just came out. I think that was my first time even using it, using it for anything, because I used to shoot on a Sony 6400. That's like one of the best cameras in the world, that 6400. But
yeah,
A7C, I had to upgrade to that one.
That's awesome. So I'm currently shooting off of a A7 III or A7R, A7R3 right now. So
that's like the best series, like that A7 III series, like all of them, like some of the best cameras.
Sony has the best low light cameras, in my opinion, man.
Definitely.
They're the most versatile as far as being able to take high quality megapixel photos, but then you can also do some really high quality low light film because it got a really high ISO on there.
Yep.
So, what do you think helped you more? You think the music helped you be a better camera person, or the camera person helped you be a better musician?
The camera person helped me. The camera helped me be a better musician because it kind of taught me so many much more things are a lot more visible. Like you can do whatever, but people need to see it. People need to see it too. It's not talk. Talk is what. It's a reason why some people just choose FaceTime over just a regular call. Because I know I won't even call nobody. I'll FaceTime. Like it's a reason. Like people need to be able to visibly see it. Because I just think that's how our brains work. But using a camera, shooting other people made me more conscious to how I look on camera. Like all your movements need to be intentional. You need to be, eyes on the lens, stuff like that. Just the camera presence. Camera presence is important.
Yeah.
Being entertaining is important. Me shooting people that didn't have those things made me kind of reevaluate myself and be like, oh, okay, well, bro, you need to do this. Or even on Instagram, like if I'm talking, it's pretty. I want to say it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I want to say I'm making the facial expressions. I'm exaggerating it. I got some charisma. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now you definitely got some entertaining stuff. You know what I mean? You definitely come across my timeline and I get a little laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Might be whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me ask you this, man. How do you go about finding your tribe, your listeners, the people that you know are gonna listen to Ridge Got the Chalk and they're gonna stay with you as a lifetime fan? You know what I mean? How do you find those people and how do you keep them?
Gonna be honest, Instagram. Like a story. Like I'll just do something either funny or something relatable or just anything. Like I done got people to listen to my music just because I got a dog. Like, oh, your dog cute, and then they like go listen to my music. I remember one time I'm playing basketball. A guy from I posted it the other day from Europe. We had the same basketball shoes.
Okay.
I got the same shoes. Sending me my music. He taking videos. Him listening to my music. Another guy on Twitter. I'm on Twitter just being funny. Some guy from Nigeria.
Okay. He
just like, oh, okay, being funny. Then I guess he must have just clicked the link on my Twitter and then went to listen to my music. Like, oh, bro, I love your music. Da, 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 da. Like stuff like it be everything other than me having to tell you to go listen to my music, I think.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like you know, I was always taught that you don't sell gold, you sell picks and shovels.
Right.
You know what I mean? Meaning, you know, you sell the information, you don't sell the end goal. You know, or you sell the presentation and the feeling, not the actual product.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's good that you understand that, man. So how what can I expect from a Ridge Got the Chalk performance, man? I mean, can I come see you anytime soon?
I mean, we trying to get some stuff together. I got videos, I got music and stuff that I haven't even got a chance to even put out, edit, release, or nothing, just because I've been on go so much. I've been traveling every other weekend, going somewhere every other weekend, having to do something. I just performed last 2 weeks ago at the Factory. I don't know if you ever been to the Factory in SAP.
No, okay. Where's that at?
It's you wouldn't know, you're not really by Gibbs High School. Look, it's like a art kind of, not necessarily a museum, but like an art kind of showcase.
Okay.
So like painting, like it's any kind of artistic kind of thing. Performed there just recently. I got to edit the video and put that out. I'm in the midst of trying to find me something else to do, you know, another arrangement.
Okay. Yeah,
it's
man.
just
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say it's just, you know, trying to take it one step at a time. I got so much to do.
Yeah, man. One thing about that music grind, man, it's a constant uphill battle. You know what I mean? To be able to stay consistent, to be able to stay relevant, to be able to be out here in the streets, touching the people, finding events that you can go to. A lot of this shit is unpaid, you know, so you're coming out of pocket, you're doing traveling, you're shooting music videos, all in the hopes that, you know what I'm saying, one day this thing will pay off. But I mean, and then here's another interesting thing I like to ask artists too, man, is, you know, there's at some point, you know, like with anything that you do for a really, really long time and you don't really necessarily maybe see the results you want to see, you might become cynical about it. So you got to have a why that keeps you doing something, you know what I mean, beyond seeing an instantaneous reward for something. So what's your why for rap?
To be honest, when I started, all I wanted was 100 subscribers on YouTube, and all I wanted was for people to be on Instagram on their story singing my song. Like literally, that's what because I do that still to this day. Like in a car, somebody just singing a song. I just wanted people to send me videos of them singing my song, and then 100 subscribers on YouTube. I saw like everything else was extra.
Yeah.
And it's just fun now. Like I done quit so many times, but like you can't really quit. You don't never really, if you love it, you can't really quit. Or you don't never really quit. Like
it's one of the things. As long as you got vocal cords, man, you can always make a track. You know what I mean? So, man, Ridge, look, I appreciate you having this conversation with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a really, really intelligent, guy, man. I wish nothing but the best of luck to you. Tell the people where they can again find you on social media, where they can look for you on your music and everything like that.
Apple Music, Spotify, Ridge Got the Chalk, Instagram, Ridge GTC. You can type in Ridge Got the Chalk. I think it still might come up. Facebook, Ridge Got the Chalk. Pretty much everywhere you listen to music, it's gonna be Ridge Got the Chalk. Dale Holmes is the latest release. We're trying to release a song next week. We just got to get everything situated along with every other thing else situated. That's Twitter, Ridge Got the Chalk, or Ridge GTC, Ridge Got the Chalk, either one. It still should pop up. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all of that.
Most certainly. And like I said before, man, make sure if you ever need me, tap in. You got a resource, and I would love to shoot a music video down there with y'all.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be in North Carolina soon. I ain't gonna give you a date because I ain't soon. I'll be there soon. Yeah.
Well, put it like this, man. Keep me posted. You know what I'm saying? You got my contact information. And anytime you get ready to come up, man, just hit me and we'll link up and we'll knock something out, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, most certainly. And again, everybody, y'all can follow me on Instagram. I actually got 2 Instagrams, so y'all can follow me on at Dab Media Group. You can also follow the clothing line. That's going to be at dabclothing.co. You can also follow me on Facebook pages. There are going to be 2 of those as well. Facebook.com/Dab Media Group, as well as Facebook.com/Dab Clothing Co. You can also go to the website, www.dabclothingco.com. You can get your hoodies, you can get your t-shirts, you can get your hats. Go ahead and get your ladies some leggings and a workout bra. You know what I mean? One with the ass poke out real fat. You know what I'm saying? Go on the website, man. I got 20% off all the original logo Dab tees as well. We just trying to push some of this inventory out, man. So again, I appreciate you coming on the show today, man. Yes, and this has been another episode of Developing Apex Brands.
See you.
Peace.